Hey guys, welcome to Fake Stories where I tell fake stories. This one is from my head. Okay, so one morning I was on Roblox and this random guy, he sent me a friend request. I had played with him for a while, so I was like, duh. And then he kept texting me to join Roblox, texting me to join him in these games. I thought it was pretty stupid because why would someone Roblox text me saying join my game, join my game? But I just thought he had to invite a friend for a special thing, because most of those games were Run Away from SpongeBob, Dentist Hobby. So I would join his games, and they would always just glitch me out, and those really did creep me out. So one time I just joined his game and he didn't invite me. And then I said, hey dude, can you stop sending me those weird lobbies? And he said, oh sure, I'm so sorry, I've been sending them to the wrong person. I was like, okay, and then I joined, and then he said, hey, wanna play Bloxburg with me? And I said, sure. And then he said, JK, I don't have Bloxburg, Brookhaven. And I was like, okay. And then we started playing together. It was fun and all. And then he said, you seem really nice. What's your name? I can't remember his name. Let's just say his name was John. He said his name was John. And I said, oh, insert real name. And then he said, wow, that's a pretty nice name. How old are you? And I said, why would I tell you that? And then after that, I realized. I said, how old are you, first of all? He said, I'm about 10 years old. And being the stupid person I am, I actually told him my real age. I said, yeah, I'm 9. And he said, oh my gosh, perfect. And then we started chatting. He said, do you have any other apps other than Roblox? You should get Insta. I was like, okay. And even though my parents told me not to make an Instagram account, I made one secretly. My mom did not approve. I knew she wouldn't. And my real mom didn't approve, but my stepmom said, I don't care, go for it. And then I actually went and made one. And then she realized what she said, and then she said, don't do it. But I ignored her, and I started going back on Insta. And it just made me so happy because he would actually help me with more features that I did not understand. And those features really, and then he said FaceTime me, and I FaceTimed him and I showed him my real face. And then, but first I had to give him my phone number. But then after we FaceTimed each other, I looked at him and he was actually like 90. Well, he wasn't actually 90. I don't know his age, but he had a really deep voice. And it just really scared me. And I said, why is your voice so deep? He said his mom told him he had to use a voice changer. I was like, okay, and we kept chatting, right? And then I asked him, can you turn your camera? He said, no, my parents won't let me. And then I said, oh, just do it without your parents' permission. And then he said, and my camera doesn't work. I was like, okay, that's pretty sad. And then he said, what's your home address? I wasn't that smart at the time, so I didn't give him my home address. I just told him, like, the town I lived in. I said I lived in North Carolina, house 1256, and and then and give me a second, and then splashy circle. I told him that, and he said, "What? How?" And he said, "Okay." And then he said, "Okay. So since you live there, I'll be there at 5 o'clock." And I told my mom I had a friend coming over. She said, "Where did I meet them?" I told her a lie and said at school. And she said, "How did they get our address?" I said to my real mom, not my stepmom, that my stepmom knew their parents personally, and they invited me, and she gave them the address, and she actually believed me. And then I walked outside and I saw this old man. He was like 90, and my stepmom called the police, right? And my real mom. But it was too late. He had grabbed me up and he threw me in the trunk. It was really scary. But after that, he threw me in the trunk. I got to open, the lights. I broke one of those off, and then I started screaming for help. And this one family with children saw me, and they started. And I don't know what happened, but they told the guy his headlights were falling off, and then he went in the back and he hit the back seat. I don't think they was that smart, but then the police pulled over their car and said, "Have you seen?" And then I could hear the police because they stopped their car, and we had to stop at a red light. But they said, "Have you seen this person?" I think it was a picture of me, and they said, "Oh yeah, we saw her. She had broke this one guy's lights, and she had her hand out. And then they said, "Which car?" And then they pointed to the man's car, John's car. And then John, he was like so scared, he started speeding. And then I just felt so happy. And then I started screaming, "Ah! Yeah!" And then John, he said, "Shut up!" And then I was like, "Oh no, please!" And then he said, "Okay, you asked for it." And then he took out this whip thing, and then he threw it at the police. And the whip thing, I don't know what it was, but the whip thing, it put a dent in the police's car. I think it was a metal whip. But that metal whip really did scare me because I could hear the bang, and I was hoping it wasn't near the back seat. And it felt like it was running out of air, and then my eyes shut. After that, I woke up in this dark room. The police turned on the lights, and I was like, "How did I get here?" They told me this exact story. Okay, so we shot out his tires so we could get you, and his tires stopped, and then after his tire stopped, we started banging in the car. We ripped off the door, and then we grabbed you out, and now he's in jail for 59 years. And then my mom, she gave me a big hug, and then my real mom, she gave me a big hug, but my stepmom, she tapped my butt, and then I was so sad because I got a whooping, and my parents, now they have this thing on my phone where they can see it only stops me from downloading Instagram. And sometimes if I say I made a new friend on Roblox, they'll check my messages with them. Thanks for listening. Bye.